everyone, Daisy here again with another layout for 12 days of Christmas. This is the holiday music edition, and today we are doing, oh my goodness, I don't remember the name of this song. We switched the days around, so I'm forgetting. But I am using my November hip kit, and I am using two of the papers that came in it. The red one with the flowers that I've used before, I really liked, and then I'm using this one that has a red diagonal stripe on it. And I'm starting out by adding a layer of some mint green tulle, then those two strips of paper, and then I'm layering some crepe paper on top of it, and it makes for this really cool like layered effect. So I'm just doing two lines down the center, and then I'm going to go around the outside edge of the paper a couple of times, just using a straight stitch. I do increase my stitch length to like 4 millimeters, I think, just because that makes it, I think it looks nicer, and you don't see the holes as much, you see more of the thread. So we are doing Christmas Time Is Here, right? Yes. Yep, Christmas Time Is Here is the song that we are doing. And the reason I don't remember that is because I use a line from the song as the title instead of using the actual song title, so I couldn't remember which song the title ends up coming from. But anyway, I'm just going around, I think I go around 3 times with the stitching, and then I'm just trimming off the excess here because the papers or the layers did get pulled down like a tiny bit, but I'm okay with that. And then just trimming off all of my thread ends, ruffling things up a little bit. You can only do it a little bit because those papers are now adhered at the top and the bottom, so you gotta be careful. But I just take my little spatula tool and kind of ruffle the edge a little bit. And now I wasn't sure what I was going to do beyond that. Like, that's as far as I had thought this through. So I'm going to do, I end up kind of scrap lifting myself. I did a layout earlier this year called Backyard Star, and when I did the strips of paper, I was not intending on doing a scrap lift of that, but then I couldn't, when I was trying to come up with what to do next, I actually have that layout hanging on my wall, and I looked up and I'm like, oh, why don't I just kind of steal from that layout? So I'm going to layer up these pretty little studio cut apart labels and put my title on them. And again, this is a technique I have been doing like all year. I'm just totally in love with it, and I can't tell you why. And then I was trying to think of what my title could be. So I knew I didn't want to do Christmas Time Is Here. I wanted to come up with something different. So I'm going to be thinking about that this whole time. I'm going to pull my sewing machine back in and use this little piece of pom-pom trim that I had sitting on my desk. And I'm going to sew that directly onto one of these tags. And because I didn't realize, so I have the walking foot on my sewing machine, I find I skip less stitches that way. It does not like pom-pom trim though, so yeah, it gets a little crooked, but it's fine. I just squish it back into place and it's okay. But I really love how that turns out. I love the effect of it like layered underneath there, so really happy with that. And then my ATG gun is still on the fritz, so I'm going to be using some double-sided adhesive from Spiegel Mom Scraps. And I'm using, so on the back of this label I just put down, I put some foam adhesive because of the pom-pom trim that's stuck up a little bit in the air, and I wanted them to be on the same level. So I'm going to stick this down just using some double-sided adhesive, and then stick the black one down with some foam adhesive so they're flat together, and then just using the regular adhesive for the other two. And of course I didn't know what my title was. Would have been nice to know ahead of time so I could have planned the size of my little cluster here, but yeah, didn't plan that far ahead. So, and I'm also going to adhere it down because apparently I'm crazy. But anyhow, that's where my title's going to end up being. And then I have this little bit of ribbon that I'm going to tie into a little bow. It's just like a red check, and it was the last little bit I think I had left. Again, just sitting on my desk, so I thought, why not? We'll throw a ribbon on there. I'm going to pull in a couple of the, a couple of the die cuts. So this little flower cluster. And I was originally thinking of doing this layout about like Starbucks, but I haven't even gotten a holiday Starbucks this year. Usually I get one like right away every year, but I haven't even gotten one. So 2020, it's just, you know, yeah, ruining everything, right? So anyhow, pulling out a bunch of things I thought I could use. I wanted to use that cute Santa. And so when I decided I wanted to use him, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do this about coffee then. So I pull out this chipboard flower cluster and stick it down there. And again, I still don't have the exact photo that I want to use, right? So I am just going to build this layout without a photo, and we're just going to deal with that after the fact. So I haven't you'll see the photo that I choose in the close-ups at the end, but yeah, completely made this layout without a photo in mind. So popped that little flower cluster up on some foam. I'm popping Santa up on some foam. Yeah, pretty sure I'm popping him up on some foam. And then I'm just going to adhere everything down, because that's what people do, right? When they make scrapbook layouts, they adhere everything down before they even know what photo they're going to be using. Totally. 100%. So then I'm kind of stuck, like what else? I feel like it needs some more things. So I go through my little tin box of Felicity Jane stuff that I got a couple years ago on sale, and I have this little flare badge that says Sparkle. And then I was thinking about using some Christmas memories, I think was what I was going to use. But I was going to use these red thickers, but A, you couldn't see them very well, and B, it was too big. Like it would have gone completely, like way too far off. So then I'm going to come up with a different title, which is going to end up being Joyful Memories. And that fits better in the space that I have. I do pull in some thickers, so I use those red ones from the Hip Kit to spell out memories, and then I'm going to pull in some gold foil ones that say joyful. Oh, but I thought I might use this acrylic thing that said everyday memories, but it blended in too well. So then I was going to try to outline it in black, and that didn't work. So I'm going to come back in with these red ones and add them. And then to finish the layout off, other than the photo, I am going to add some of the little puffy dot stickers that also come in the Hip Kit, and just a couple around those flower clusters, and then really that's it. And then I added my photo right before I took the pictures, and that was it. So this came together really fast. I think it only took me like 20 something minutes. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to head on over and check out Christy's project for today. It's gorgeous, and you should just check out Christy's channel anyway, because she's amazing. And then yeah, stay tuned. We have one day left, so I'm super excited to share what I create with you. Thank you for watching. Bye.